crazy. Thank you. Thank you, one and only. I didn't even know I was muted. Why nobody else tell me? Y'all so wrong. I ain't finna repeat it either. Y'all didn't hear, y'all just ain't hear it. uh, that's crazy. Y'all, why y'all ain't tell me right? Oh my God. All this time. Y'all wrong. Hey.
Hey, Mom? I
Yes.
just want to ask if you can come here for a second.
Yeah, I'll be back out as soon as she wants. Okay. So y'all ain't hear none of the stuff I said. Okay. Well, it probably wasn't meant for y'all to hear. It wasn't nothing bad though. It just was um I'm sleepy. So tired. Hold on, you guys. Where is the where did you put it at? Girl, where is that? I don't know. I can't find it. Hey y'all. Right. It probably wasn't meant for them to hear it, one and only. It wasn't nothing bad. It was just I was thinking about the world, right? And I was saying that I was just saying that I think like spiritual warfare is like a game to certain people. I think it's a game, it's real, but it's still a game to certain people. See what I'm saying? Like, okay, for an example, the creator, right, created everything. True. And he created, I'm gonna say he because Marvin Gaye said this is a man's world, so this is a man's world, right? And I believe it's a man's world. I really do believe that. So the creator created Adams and Eve, Adam. I said Adams, Adam and Eve, right? And then of course there were generations that came amongst them, right? And and this is all allegedly, Everything I say on my platform is allegedly. I don't be knowing what I'm talking about sometimes, most of the times. I just be allegedly, like personal opinion and things like that. But it's all still allegedly, you guys. None of this stuff is, I haven't read it, I haven't looked it up, none of that. So I don't know. But, and I don't care to get too deep into stuff that is not in my control. That is true. So, yeah, he created Adam and Eve. And, okay, so the generations came, right? And then I believe that they were like, well, we have these people here. And we realized we're able to create so many different things. Now, what are we going to do with the people? So they created jobs, right? Which was a great thing. It gave us an outlet to be able to make money, build wealth, take care of our families, take care of ourselves and our families and things like that. So when they create the jobs, they gave us something to do. Because think about it, if they didn't create jobs, what would people be doing? People would have so much time on their hands. Y'all think it's bad now. It would be, it's terrible, but it would be 10 times worse if people didn't have anything to do with their time. So when they created the jobs, of course, they created the salary, which what? Pays you. So it makes you want to go to work, right? So I think that was a cool thing for them to do, honestly. I don't think that they expected so many people. When I say they, I'm talking about the government, y'all. Whoever is in charge. Okay, I respect them, like I said, because they are over us. But when they created all of this stuff, yeah, it was to keep us busy and give us something to do. What else I was saying? I was saying something else. Damn. So, okay, they created buildings. They were just creating things. I think they were doing a lot of experiment at first. I think a lot of things were just experimental. And they were just seeing what works for the world and what doesn't. And and I think like when people started to wake up in a different way, I don't think that that was expected. Hold on. It could have been expected. I think they like people might wake up one day, but until they wake up, this is just how it's gonna be. And then when people start waking up, I feel like it was a shock. Like for so many people to wake up. Some people still sleep. I get that, but for so many people to wake up, I don't think that was expected at all. So they have to come up with another plan now because there's too many people that are woke. They kind of happy that some people that we are woke because it's like a good and a bad, right? It's like we are woke because they get to learn more about humans. They get to learn more about us, right? Which is what we're supposed to do. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. We're here to teach each other and learn things. So that's not a bad thing, you know. I don't know. I just feel like the world has gotten out of control. Like it really has. I see a lot of I wasn't used to it, but I just see a lot of I see a lot of violence, you know, just A lot of violence. I see a lot of like genders, like men and women, different genders are fighting a lot. And I know the cause of it is because, of course, some of us, it's because the way some of us was not just raised, because you can be raised in the same house and one child can go astray and the others can actually learn from their parents. So it's not just about the way you raise, it matters, but it's not just about that. I think it's about our behavior, just how we is as an individual and the things that we learn along the way in life and how it affects our decisions and things like that. And being conscious of what we are doing. It's very important to be aware of what we are doing. Yeah. So I'm not saying nothing. I know you guys. I was just sitting here thinking because a lot of times I myself, just like a lot of you, get downloads and things like that. And sometimes I don't write them down. So I got on here feeling like I just knew what I wanted to say. And then I get on here and I'm like a little bit shy of the things that I'm saying. So the one thing I probably will never understand is like why black people was like the main people to be like counted out. Like why black people were considered, and I know it's in the Bible. I know it's in the Bible. But I just kind of feel like I I don't know. I feel like it hurts us. I feel like a lot of black people are kind. I do. I feel like a lot of black people are kind. Um, of course, we have our ways and stuff like that, just like any other race, really. But I feel like a lot of black people are kind people, good people. I see a lot of people, black people, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, you know, helping other people. I do. So I don't know if that's the reason why we was counted out because we were unique and different. So we had to stand out because we naturally stand out. Yeah. Black people are not that bad. Yeah, I agree. And this still go back to your mindset too. Like as you getting older and stuff like that, it goes back to your mentality. How do you view life? How do you view yourself? How do you view the world? Um, yeah, things like that. So one and only, how you been doing? How the kids doing? Yeah. Cause I be seeing people like hurting people that they love, like in relationships and stuff like that, like physical. Like so I know a lot of people are dealing with things, internally. But I want to understand men better. Like What do they feel they need so that they can be better husbands and wives and fathers and people, individuals. Um, yeah. It's everywhere. Yes, it's everywhere, girl. I had seen this too many videos. Let's just put it like that. Too many videos. Um, people are, I think, also like people are not controlling their emotions. A lot of people, like they're not controlling their emotions. They let their emotions control their movement, what they do next, instead of working through their emotions and making decisions that are best for the family as a whole, not just for themselves. But when you in love, it be like that. Like you be blind, you be in love, you be like, I don't know. I don't know. Started at home, I'm guessing. Yeah, everything starts at home. Everything starts at home. Yep. Everything starts at home. It's hot. I'm about to turn this AC on. This air on. I'm so sleepy, y'all. I'm so tired. I think well, I know communication is important too. Like in relationships and stuff like that, communication is important. Expressing yourself to your partner and expressing yourself, um, your partner being considerate of how you feel and not doing the things that you don't like that makes you mad and upset or just ruin the relationship in any kind of way. Like concise, clear communication. Like you have to communicate. You have to. Yeah, you have to communicate because let's say you want me to go communicate. Let's say I'm your friend, right? And me and my mate, I'm with somebody and you with somebody. And he may be like, man, talk to your girl, her ass tweaking, she, ooh, I love her, ooh, right? I may talk to her, right? And help her see like, nah, he really love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just want the best for you because I could probably see that he do, right? But if she don't hear that from him, and this is just the truth, you guys don't have to accept it. You don't have to. That's why things don't change. If she hear it from him, it's different because he can talk to her in a way that I can't talk to her because that's his woman, that's her man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have to understand. You want to narrow things down and you want to fix things. These are the steps that we have to take. Because he might say it completely different from the way that I would say things to her. You see what I'm saying? That is communicating. That is getting the understanding with your partner that you're with. Yeah. I made some shit that just because I may say something that I'm trying to get a point across, whereas he can say it the same thing but differently, and she can understand, where she can still understand. Trying to help y'all understand what I'm saying because I do think this is an issue with relationship failures. Um, yeah. So I think so. So I'm pretty much practicing abstinence, of course. practicing abstinence. I'm not doing anything. I'm just I don't really care to do anything. I just want my business to grow and be able to help out. Be able to do more than what I'm doing, not just for myself or anybody. There are some people that's in Africa. I want to send some money sometimes, at least $10 here and there. Cause this young boy, he called me mom. I call him son. He's young. He's African. He's young. And of course, at first he called himself trying to come on to me, and I told him, I said, "You too young for me. You a baby." And eventually, we just talk now. Sometimes I call him son, and I told him that I want to start sending at least $10. That's not a lot of money, but it's something. And I asked him, I said, "What could you buy out there where you at?" He said he can buy 4 cups of rice, and I think he said something about beans or something like that. Y'all, that's good. That is really good. Like, he can feed his family on $10, and here some of us is spending way more than that, to buy to buy food that that don't even last that long, that lasts us just for the moment. And here him and his family, they will be able to use the $10 to buy food that will last a couple of days, at least a few days. So I've been trying to learn how to live up to everything that I also speak on, because I'm not perfect. But I be trying to be logic with what I do. I be trying so hard, you guys. I'm not perfect. I be trying. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Hey, my brother, how are you today? Thank you for joining the live. Hey. So that's another thing I've been practicing, what I preach. Like, I'll say something and be like, "Well, did you do that? Or are you working on that?" Like, that's how I address myself, like, to myself. Like, do that a lot. And I be seeing where I'm failing at. I be seeing it. Yep. And I be like, "Nope, you gotta do better yourself." That's why sometimes I don't like to come on social media and give advice and things like that sometimes, because I'm still learning to do some of the things that I'm taught to do through the Spirit, through Holy Spirit. You know, I'm good. Well, I hope good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Like today, y'all, I needed to buy some food for my kids, and I didn't have a lot of money, but I went. I had a few dollars. I went and I made it happen. I didn't do nothing weird. I didn't do anything stupid or weird. I just went and I made the best of what I had. But I told myself, it's your fault. It's my fault. Because there's times when I have enough, and instead of budgeting like I should do when I have it, I will buy things that I shouldn't buy. So it's my fault, because even just if it's $10, if it's $12 on, on a drink, or I'm not a drink, but if I'm buying a drink or something like that, right? Because I don't really drink like that, you guys, but sometimes I drink. Sometimes I'll be like, "It's been a long time. Let me get a little something to sip." You know what I'm saying? So I go get me a little something to sip. But the point I'm trying to make is, even spending $20 or whatever on that, it's like, I realized later I needed that $20 to buy something that was more beneficial or necessary. So I get on myself a lot. I be wanting to be around people that get on me too, y'all, because I be knowing I need help. I be knowing I don't be right all the time. I be knowing like I can be right about something, but I could still need like a little help or a little push, and I don't have that. So I be like, damn, I don't got nobody around me right now to really help me with certain things. So I be knowing I ain't right all the time. I be knowing I need help, and but it don't. The help don't be there. The help don't be there. So I do what? I just make the best decision that I think is good, and then that's just what I do. And I just, live it out that way. That way I'm sticking to what I'm supposed to be doing, what I know to do, but I'm still open to learning new, if that makes sense. Like, yep. I know you guys. I know I'm fighting spiritual warfare. I know that. I know that. But I'm not the only one fighting spiritual warfare, but I'm one of the ones. I'm fighting spiritual warfare. Um, it's okay. I mean, it's gonna make you strong. It's gonna make you stronger, I guess. It hurts sometimes, but it's okay. Good mom, you are. Thank you. My son told me the other day, he's like, you're a good mom. I said, thank you, boy. You ain't never told me that. Even though I know I've been really good to you. So thank you, I Stephen. Thank you. Thank you, one and only. Thank you. Yep. So how y'all doing? How y'all day going? What's going on with y'all? Enough about me. I don't got not going on. I'm just building for real. That's all I do is just be trying to build. So I can one day be able to. Thank you for helping me out. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you. I just want to be able to do that. Good. I'm drinking. Girl, give me a cup. What you drinking? You got a chaser? It is Friday now. Turn up Friday. Turn up Friday. It's Friday, nothing serious. Moscato. Oh, Moscato? Okay. I think Moscato is like wine or close to it. I drink. I can go for a drink right now. I can go for a sip. Really, wine. Yeah, wine. I like Stella Rose. Stella Rose is real good. That's my favorite wine. Moscato, I tried it, but I see that Moscato have like a lot of different brands. So you have to pick the brand that you like when it comes down to Moscato. Hey, how you doing? Quarion, the Quario, the Quario. Hey, how you doing? Hi, how are you? Do you feel like you being pimp? Like, do you feel like I don't feel like I'm being pimp? Like if I'm with a man, right? Like I'm used to like my ex, right? No lie. I was giving this man, y'all, most of my money. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, do you think it's okay? I think it's okay. Never had Stella Rose. Marion. Yeah, you gotta try Stella Rose. Just try it out. I think you will like it. I like the blue, the black, and the red. All three of them equally. I like them. Stella Rose is really good. I think that black people is just trying to be happy. That's what I think. I think black people are trying to be happy. Because I know for myself that's what I'm trying to do. So I can only assume that that's what they trying to do. I guess I don't know people. I don't know, but I think they trying to be happy and create things for themselves. You know, I mean, we already know we can. It's only so far up you can go. How far are you trying to go up? You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm really not trying to go up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just wanna. I don't want to be. I just want to be wealthy enough to be able to not need anything and help if possible, but still not need anything. You see what I'm saying? Like that would be okay with me. Be okay. Yeah, just enough to. I don't want the rich. They could stay rich. Y'all could keep that. Y'all built for it. Y'all could keep it. I'm okay. Cause when you get too much money, here they come. Here come people. It's just too much. And I don't. I feel like being a girl that came from the hood and been through a lot of trauma and stuff like that. I'm trying to kind of like wind down drama and trouble in my life. So y'all already know. It's no secret. If you getting too much of this and too much of that, it's gonna be a problem. We already know that. So I'm just like, I guess that kind of way it feels like slavery too. It kind of still feels like slavery because, or maybe a slavery mindset, maybe slavery mindset because you can't get too far. You can't. What you gonna do? Then even once you get up there, you probably gonna look down on others. Like some people, when they do get up there, they stay the same, and then some people, when they get that far up there, they start looking down on other people. So me, I'm a very, very, very humble person. I can have a lot going on. I still won't try to down put nobody else down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like that. So very, very humbled. Yep, my ex, I was giving him, but then God flipped the script, no lie. He had ended up giving me a husband that was giving me everything, y'all. When I say he was giving me everything I wanted, anything I needed, he was giving it to me. He'd go get his little crack and stuff like that. I ain't know he was doing crack, but he was doing his little stuff. He was doing it behind my back, but because I wasn't doing that stuff. I don't even know how crack looked for real. I mean, besides the little baggies, because I used to sell drugs when I was a teenager. But besides that, I don't know. But he was doing that stuff, but he was taking care of me. No lie. He's the only man in this world that I known, that I ever met, that took care of me without hesitation, y'all. Like, and he was just working a job. He didn't have he was working a regular job, coming home every day. And when he got paid, he would do things like he didn't have to give me money. You know what I'm saying? It was like we'll go out to eat. If I needed something, he would just give it to me. I never had to ask for anything. Just like him. If I had it, it was his. But it's like he had all the qualities, but he was just the wrong person. It's like he was doing everything that I needed a person to do, but it was just coming from the wrong person. And what I mean by wrong person is my mates, whoever I'm with, I want to be able to talk to them about anything. I don't want to feel like I'm in a relationship with somebody that I can't talk to. If I can't talk to you anything, I can't be with you. I can't, because, or it's not going to work. It's not gonna work because I'm gonna have some on my mind that I want to talk about and let off my chest. And even though I care about you and love you, I'm gonna feel like, damn, it's something missing. You feel me? Like it's something missing because I can't talk to you like that. So, but he was the damn devil. He was the devil. He was touching on my kids. He was great to me though. I will not lie. I will not lie to y'all. The man was great to me. But when I realized like, cause I didn't, y'all know if y'all watch some of my videos, like I learned about intuition. I learned about discernment. I learned about all the stuff that I know now, spirituality. I learned about those things watching tarot videos or going through the stuff that I was going through with D. So it's like I had to learn these things. And stop. I had to learn these things either in the spiritual form or in the physical. So there's a lot of times I was right about him, but he made me feel like I was wrong because had I listened to my discernment, I would have been left him a long time ago because I had a feeling he was touching on my kids. So you can't be good to me and bad to my kids. You can't do that. So I had to let him go. But he was so good to me. I guess it was definitely a lesson, but I guess God wanted me to see the difference between being with that kind of man and being with the man that I was with before him. Because the guy that I was with before him, I was with him for like 19 years. And I was not planning on ever leaving because I had kids with him. I wanted to leave, but I wasn't planning on leaving. Like I wanted to leave, but I wasn't planning on leaving. I had kids with him. I didn't want to have two baby daddies. I wanted to be his wife. He never did none of those things. And then when I actually had met somebody, y'all, he was like, what? Like, because we used to go through our stuff and be back together, go through our stuff and be back together. This time, y'all, I did not go back to him. I wasn't thinking about going back to him. He was like, where's she at? Gone. Gone. And he was the worst relationship I ever had because that relationship, we fought a lot, like physical, fought a lot. I used to try to communicate with him, talk to him. He never really listened to me. It was always his way or no way. And I can respect the man, having their way, but I got something to say. Just let me say something. Let me get it out to you. Like, when you rather your wife or your woman to talk to you than to talk to anybody else, So that's how I always been. So when I had got the other relationship, he actually let me talk, He let me talk. I let him talk. Answer Sam! We had our ups and downs. We had our ups and downs. He would, even if he would like raise his hand or hit me or something, it wasn't that detrimental. It wasn't that bad. Like, I was able to handle it, So I understand what's happened in relationships and stuff like that. So it wasn't what I was used to. I was used to a man that was doing everything to me. Everything. I don't even know how I started talking about that stuff. But yeah. I'm happy he's not in my life anymore. Can you stop screaming? Stop screaming, please. So yeah, y'all, this is a man's world. This is definitely a man's world. Marvin Gaye said it, he meant it, and I believe him. It's okay, your peace matters. Yeah. Yeah, because answer, can you stop? Because he kind of made it hard for the next guy. Get out, get out, get out, go, get out. Thank you. He kind of made it hard for the next guy, kind of, because which I believe God is working on that area of my life. I believe God is working on that area of my life. Like, because when he would touch on my kids, right, it was mostly when I was asleep. Like, if he did something in the house, he probably was sneaking around touching on my kids or something, you know, but like, and I would probably think like, did he just do something or did he touch, you know, but, sleeping, when I was asleep, he touched on my kids the most. And my daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, which is his daughter, she still suffers from that. She still have to go to therapy for that stuff. You know what, these guys and women, some women touch on kids too, but it be mostly the guys, you know, but what they fail to realize is while they're trying to get theirs off, they're causing trauma to somebody that has to deal with that later after they leave. And some of them don't care because they're leaving anyway. They don't plan to stick around. That's why I'm not quick to get into a relationship neither, because I'm trying to see like what's really good, like what's really going on. You know, like how far are you trying to be into my life? Like, are you trying to just come and go? Or, you know, so I'm just looking at a lot of different factors before I just, you know, guys, I don't even supposed to be talking about this. I don't supposed to be talking about this. Yeah, my guard's up. For sure, my guys is up. Yep. Because like the next relationship, right? I just hope I'm ready. I just hope I'm ready because I don't want to ruin him by saying or thinking that he's doing something, you know, that he's not doing, you know. And I also want to be careful who I allow into their life, because I can be the reason their life get messed up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that either. I don't know what people like about kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what the fuck they like about kids. But I think a grown woman with some, you know, with some good stuff, I think she can do, she's good. You don't need no kids. Don't need no kids. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I just think that certain men have a problem. That's what I think. I think certain men have a problem. I don't think all men are the same. I just think that certain men have that problem. Because they get bored easy. They do. They do. They get bored. They get the touchy and feely. Take your ass over there somewhere to LaQuisha. Any motherfucker about it. Go to Shell House. But don't touch my kids. Yeah, they get mad too. They get mad when you speak on stuff like that. Like, nah, bro. Everything, you not about to get mad about everything. The fuck, don't touch these kids. Yeah, and some of them been touched on. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you, I'm very understanding, right? To a certain extent. I understand, you know, men that been touched on. You know, when you do something, you're liable to do it to the next person when something has happened to you. So that's how I was looking at my ex-husband, like, because I know he had got touched on, you know, when he was little by his dad. So I was like, okay, you know, okay. you know. Okay, I understand things happen. Things happen that are out of their control as well. You know, so I understood him. It's when you do the same thing is what I'm not okay with. You know, hold on, y'all. Here. Hey, dog. I saw you. Okay. Okay. So, okay, so I really don't supposed to be talking about this that long, you guys. So I see like I think like a lot of African American guys, they're quick to go mess with another female. Like, I'm not saying that they won't touch on kids, but I know a lot of guys, like African American guys, they quick to go get them just another little chick or whatever, you know, to mess with and stuff like that. So, you know, um, I really noticed the weird stuff, and I'm no lie, and this is not towards all Caucasians, but I noticed the weird stuff mostly with Caucasians. Like when it come down to their women, they know how to love their woman. They know how to love you. They do. They'll take care of you. They'll love you right. I ain't talking about just financially. They'll take care of your heart. They'll really take care of you. You know, but and when they cheat, it be like you be really hurt because you be like, damn, I thought you was really like, I thought you was faithful because how good they are to you. They real good to you. They real good to you. So when they do something, it hurts because it's like, damn, I wasn't even used to this with this race. You feel me? Like, and I can only say that because I was only married to one other person that wasn't an African American person, you know, but I feel like African American guys, they mostly like they'll just go get them another little female or something. You know, if they want to have fun or party or something like that. It's just my opinion, you guys. I could be totally wrong. Like I said, a lot of stuff I say on here is allegedly. So I don't, it's just my opinion. Why you do that? Yeah. Yeah, but and he was real good too, girl. He used to be like, I would never touch them kids. I love my kids. It just happened to you before. That's why you like that. Y'all, fuck my head up. I was like, damn, maybe he right. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I am accusing him of something he wouldn't do. You know? Like, he really had me going. He had me going. I was like, oh my God, I don't want to ruin this relationship. Like, he's accepting me and my kids. Like, I was happy. You know, I had somebody that accepted my kids. We get to be a two-parent household. I get to see how it feels to be, you know, to give my kids a two-parent household. This how I was thinking. Shit. My intuition was like, he touching on your kids. I was like, I gotta find out. I had went and I had bought a camera. I bought a camera and I put it in the house. And at this time, I actually had put him out the house. Gave him time to get his own, you know, he had a job, get his own crib. He did that. And eventually he had lost his place. So he came over like, I need somewhere to sleep and stuff like that. So I allowed him to, because at the time, even though I had a suspicion, I didn't know. I didn't have proof. And he, like I said, he used to be like, why would I hurt my kids? Why would I do that to my kids? Like, because it happened to you don't mean I'm gonna do it to them. So he really had me thinking that I was crazy, y'all. So I was like, damn, he sounds sincere. Maybe I'm tweaking on him, you know? I got that camera. I put that camera up. He had to go to work the next day. And and I was like, at first I didn't get to the camera right away. I was doing something else. I don't know what I was doing, but I was doing something else. Around the house for the kids and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh, let me look at the camera. So I look at the camera, y'all, and that's when I seen it all. I said, this motherfucker was touching on my baby. Yeah, I called him and I was like, bring me my car right now. Bring me my car. So I can't bring the car. Ooh, I'm at work. I'm like, okay. All right. So mad because I really just wanted to get to him and get my car right away and just like cut him off. So he ended up bringing the car or whatever. And I was like, you touched on my baby. You touched on my baby. And then he's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. You keep accusing me of stuff. And I was like, yes, you did. You touched on my baby. I said, what did you do? In the middle of the night, what did you do? Yeah, he had me thinking I was crazy, girl. And then he kept denying it or whatever, of course. And then I was like, okay. So I had called the police at that time because he wouldn't leave. He wouldn't leave. And I really wanted him to go so I can I just wanted to be by myself at the time. So, and remind you at this time, this is when I had made my mind up that I was going celibate. I wasn't gonna have no men around my kids. I was just done with men for a while. So, because I felt like if they on daddy can do it, anybody can do it. So I already knew anybody could do it. But I didn't expect him to do it because he the daddy. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, the police, they didn't do anything about it. Now, I always say, had he been black, they would have locked him up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy he wasn't black, you know, because I got to see the difference. I did. I got to see the difference. It was wrong what he did, but they didn't lock him up. They was like, well, we don't see what's on the camera and blah, blah, blah. We see the moving and all of that, but we don't see like what he's doing. And I was like, okay, you know, so I left that situation alone. And after that, I was celibate, you guys, for 3 years. No, for 2 years at the time, for 2 years. And then I had tried something with somebody that had been actually trying to talk to me for 2 years, but I wasn't talking to him. I would say hi, we would say hi to each other, but we were not, you know, engaged or anything like that. Then after 2 years, I was like, let me go ahead, he was working a lot. He took care of his son. He wasn't no elf boy, you know. So I was like, okay, we've been talking for a while. Let me go ahead. Did that. Like I said, that was like 2 years after being celibate. And then I was like, it hurted so bad. I was like, hell no. So I cut it off. I was like, yeah. So after that, then I was continue my journey of being celibate, which was like another year and 10 months after that. And so it's still hard to lay with a man. I want to lay in the bed so bad and just play and do stuff. Maybe one day I'll be able to, but right now this is why it's been hard for me to fully engage and be with somebody because of what he did. So yeah, I just think it's in guys' natures to want to have crazy sex and stuff like that, you know, and to do some of the stuff that they do. I don't think they know why they do it. I think some of them wish they had self-control. I'm not making excuses for nobody. I'm telling y'all what I really think, though. Because I don't think he was able to control himself. I really think it was hard for him. So it was a decision I had to make for him because he wasn't able to make that decision for himself. It was very hard for him. Oh, thank you, one and only. Thank you, girl. Yep, a little bit about it a while ago, y'all. Girl, he messed it up. Like, I be like, ugh. So, I've even thought about, like, messing around with, like, going to, like, females because of how hard it is to be with a man. You know, it's so hard. So hard. So I'm practicing abstinence at this point because you already know. Okay, so it's 11. Okay. So I'm practicing abstinence right now. Keep going. So proud of you. Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. Thank you. And girl, I still don't hate him. That's why I don't understand how people can hate somebody. Like, you gotta really hate somebody. For you to hate somebody, it gotta be something about the person that you hate, because hate don't come easy. I don't think hate is a good thing. Like, I even forgave the person that molested me when I was little, my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't supposed to hate nobody. I understand some people give you a reason to hate them. I do. I understand that. But for my soul food, I don't hate anybody. I just don't think it's good. Yeah, hate is such a bad thing. Yep. So I feel like God deal with him his own way. Like he works a lot. He work a lot, but he still struggle a lot. Like, how are you working so much, but you always still struggling? Like, I'm not working, you know, and I'm struggling. To me, I'm struggling a little bit. To me, you know, to be a person that's not working, try to forgive. Yeah, I forgive him completely. Yep. Yep. It was just a lesson. It was just something for me to be aware of for future relationships. You know, I think so. I think that's what that was. It was a lesson. You know, I just wish I never married him. And I know it's not good to say that, but I really do wish I would have never went that far, because my first marriage was supposed to be my last marriage, my only marriage and my last marriage. Like, I was never supposed to marry him. My dad did not give me to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about it was right. Nothing about it was right. Like, my kids wasn't even there. Nothing about it was right. Nothing about it was right. My Miracle. I don't think they was there. I'm trying to reminisce. That's how shitty it was to me. It's supposed to be memorable. Like, was y'all there when I got married? No, I didn't think so. My kids wasn't there. My kids was supposed to be there with things. I was supposed to have a dress. Nothing went like I wanted it to go. Yeah, it was just a lesson. You know, it was a hard ass lesson, but it was a lesson. Yeah. Yeah. Like, He was like, all of this stuff made it so hard to be in another relationship because when I graduated from when I got my GED, I graduated, right? My kids wasn't there. My kids was in my life, y'all, since my kids been born. My kids, they wasn't there. Like my kids was supposed to be sitting in the audience watching me on the stage, be a example for them, be motivation for them. And they wasn't there because he was around. Because him and my son didn't get along. Girl. And the reason why I feel like he was so good to me is because it was the best that I was used to. Like I think if I had good before him, I would have knew that I still deserved better or could have had better. But by him being like the best thing that I felt happened to me as a mate, because I wasn't used to that. I also learned a lot in that marriage, in that relationship. I'm gonna say that relationship. I learned a lot in that relationship. Like, so it was definitely a lesson. It was definitely a lesson. I learned the difference between being with someone that was raised by two parents versus being with someone that not just raised by two parents, but okay, what I'm trying to say is he watched his mom and dad, right, as he was growing up. So he learned certain things from them as a couple. And the things that he learned from them, he brought to our relationship. So, I'm happy I did learn like to communicate. I did. I learned to communicate with him. Versus the other relationship, we were always arguing back and forth or loud or I had to shut up, stuff like that. So I had a voice with him. I was very happy for that. I was happy to learn that you don't go to sleep mad at your mate. I was happy to know that because another thing I liked it about the relationship, and these are things I'm for sure going to take to my next relationship if I get in one. But when we would get upset with each other, I'm usually the type I will walk off. I will walk off. I will walk off. Like I just not right now. I just shut down. I shut everything down. I walk off. And with him, he didn't let it happen. We had to talk about it, like then and there, and I love that because it showed me how to that it's okay to be upset at that moment in that moment and still calm down to at least have a conversation without just walking off and so I liked it that I liked it a lot. We went out a lot, because of him, no lie. I know now, like especially when I get like a certain amount of income and things like that, to take my kids out. Every chance I get, at least take them out once a week. To skating, to the buffet or whatever. Like do something with them because of him. I know to do that. Or the relationship with him. I know to do that. So I still feel like he was good. He just had an addiction that he couldn't get rid of. So I had to leave. And for any man want to know, that's the only reason why I will ever leave. That's it. That's the only reason why I will ever leave. There's no such thing as eternity when you're touching on my kids because guess what? I had to deal with them. I had to deal with them. I had to deal with their feelings being hurt. I had to deal with them feeling like I picked you over them. I had to deal with that, their emotions and them feeling scared maybe, or just being traumatized So when they grow up, it's hard for them in their own relationship. I had to deal with them kids. So that's which is another reason why I don't want no more kids. Cause I want to enjoy my mates. I ain't gonna lie. I want to have fun with my mates. I wanna. Come here, baby. Like I want to enjoy my mates. No more kids. We don't need no more kids, unless these kids that I have is unless I have a babysitter that is sticking around for the long haul. I don't want no more kids. I just want to enjoy my life, have fun. I can't believe I'm almost going to be 40 years old. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to get with my mate and we just, do us. Let's just enjoy life. I like the feeling of having you to feel and know that you feel good to be alive because we together. That type of stuff. Like I make you so happy that you feel like you're so happy to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of love. So you guys, yes. Oh, one and only, yes. So you can't enjoy that type of love when your kids can't touch though. You can't. I'm so sorry because the kids gonna look at you like he was just touching on me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fellas, just think about it. Please think about it. Because I know a lot of guys they do that. But so one and only, I don't know, I've been kind of thinking about, I don't know what I like about girls though. I don't know what I like about girls. I can't think of one thing that I actually like about like a girl. Like, I think that's for girly girls that really love girls. I like Harley. I like a man. Just one. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I swear to God, I done tried to make myself do it, girl. I'll be like, Shonda, why don't you just go ahead and try it? And then I'll be putting a lot of thought into it. I'll be like, I just don't like women. I'm too straight. Shit. Heterosexual. A little too straight. I'm telling you, I done tried, y'all. I done told myself, just, girl, I don't even create it up. Don't you know the lesbian site, Tammy? I tried that, girl, and deactivated right away. I look at women like, what I want with them? There's nothing I want with a woman. I'm a lady. I'm a woman myself. I'm not going to be happy. I ain't gonna lie, I did let a girl go down before though, like years ago. I let a girl go down. That's the only thing a girl could do for me. Otherwise, ain't nothing else shaking. It ain't happening. Ain't nothing else shaking. If you expect me to go down, you might as well cut me off. It ain't happening. Cut me off now. Matter of fact, let's have this conversation before we get started so you can know what channel I'm on. So you can know what page to flip to. Right. One and only, you the only person out here. I ain't got nobody else. But listen, right. So There's another thing I never done though that I really kind of want to do. I never had a 3SOME. I never had a 3SOME. I would do that if my husband is like, that's what he want to do, I would do it. But it would have to be like he tackling us. Not me and her tackling each other. You tackle us. Something like that. Mhm. Don't do it. Yeah. I don't know. I've just tried it. It's not worth it. Thank you. I'm wise now. I listen. I listen and learn from other people's mistakes. You said don't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm listening. I'm not going to do it. You say if you do a 3SOME, that's something that's not for relationships. It's probably something more so for three single people that likes each other. That's what it sounds like. Is that right, or is that still not right? The only get addicted. They only get addicted. Oh. Who get addicted? Do the man get addicted to having a 3SOME? Or you're saying the woman get addicted to the mate, your mate? Oh no, you been there too? Oh, okay. No. Y'all know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. I used to want to have a club, like a club. It was like in my imagination. This before I heard about Diddy, okay? I used to want a club and have like flat screens, like at the top on the walls, and just have PORN on the screens. I used to think that would be so hot and muggy. For one man, baby, I do it all. I ain't gonna lie, but I think it's hard to find. It's hard to find. I wait. I wait. So when I heard about Diddy, I was like, that's not that bad. I'm not going to Diddy parties. I'm sure of it. But I didn't think nothing was wrong with that, you know? Somebody gonna spoil it. They always do. Girl, I guess I never know. I guess I would never know, and I'm mad. I want to know. I want to know what it feel like, what it be like. Girl, I asked my ex though. And oh my God. And this was towards the end of our relationship, like when I was kind of getting fed up with him and in my mind and thoughts and discernment and all that stuff. This was around the time I was getting fed up with him. So I didn't really care what he did. But I had asked him just to see what he would say, girl. And I was like, let me see you, do something with another male. Y'all, that my little bookie butt. Elbow, little bookie butt. So, he agreed to it. And when he agreed to, I said, yeah. It was just another red flag on top of another red flag on top of another red flag. I said, nah, I couldn't do it. See, the thing about it, it was one thing to know that he had done it before me. But the fact that he was willing to do it while with me, I felt like I didn't know if he liked the men more than women. So I felt like he wasn't. I wasn't, he wasn't, we wasn't. We ain't going steady. So I was like, yeah, his time is almost up. Yeah, girl. And then another thing I had did with him, I ain't gonna tell y'all his name. I'm not gonna tell y'all his name, cause I'm really just sharing the story, but I'm not trying to really. He was good. He was a good guy. Okay, his sexual preferences doesn't make him a bad person. It just mean he wasn't for me. Okay, so I'm not gonna even share it. I'm just not gonna share it. When I see that it was okay to fumble his butt, I couldn't do it. And I did that once.
Mom,
Yeah.
I think it's our pop.
Okay. Yay. That's gum. You know that's gum. Don't swallow that gum, Anson. It's gonna be hard to poop. You're gonna be constipated. Girl, yeah, I had put my fingers and I was boop, 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 piano playing with him. I was like, yeah, he real. I can't mess with him. Yeah, so this was all around the time when I was getting ready to let him go. Like I had my mind made up already that I was leaving. And I was like, let me see if he really that way. So I was just testing him, but I don't know. Like I don't think it's a problem with kissing a man's butt, but if you let me insert my fingers and stuff, then yeah, I don't know. Unless we got an understanding. And I don't think we can have that understanding. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think so. Because I'm going to think that you want a man more than you want me. I want you to want me, more than you want a man. I want to mean like everything to you or a lot to you, not a man. So, girl, yeah, cause I started seeing like he had got so careless with himself. He started he had got so careless. He started talking to guys on the phone like that it was easy to know that these guys were, were what they were, are what they were. And I was like, I ain't married you for this. Like, no. Now, had he told me that coming, in a relationship, that's something I could expect it. But not you just laying it all on me like that. And I wasn't ready for this. I was like, no, I just couldn't do it no more. But he's a very good guy. I will tell you guys that, oh, I don't want to say this because it probably sounds so bad. But guys, based on my experience with him, he was my most fun relationship. He was like my best friend, my home girl. It was all love, no lie. Like we used to pop, and we would be up all night, me and him, just up playing, just doing all type of stuff. What type of relationship you got that you doing all that? You feel me? Like, yeah. So I think like for something like that, you just have to have a mutual understanding that that's what the both of y'all is doing, that's what the relationship is about, or that's going to be included into the relationship or something like that. It just have to be an understanding there. Really, that's how I view that. I just wasn't interested because, like I said, it worried me that I didn't know if he liked men more or women more. And I want to be loved correctly. So, girl, we had fun. When I tell you he was the best, he almost made me believe that, and it could be true, I don't know, but I almost believe that like guys that are like that are probably the best ones to be with. They are fun. He was always so fun. Like I'm the serious person. He's the fun person, like he helped me to bring my fun side out. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never had no man just grab me and throw me on the bed and play with me. That shit was fun. What? You ain't throwing me on the bed to hurt me. We playing. I was like, what? Ain't never going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Cut the whole family off. I don't know who that is no more. I'm just playing. But I did cut their ass off though. I wasn't even trying to see them. I was happy. I stayed in contact. I would say hi and stuff like that. But I didn't care to have no family. He was my family. Because I already knew my family was still going to be my family. You feel me? So it didn't matter if I was around them. Shit, they weren't trying to come and see me anyway. Them people weren't trying to be bothered with me. Girl, they was like, we ain't heard from you in a long time. I know. And then when I do reach out to them, they ain't had no time for me anyway. So I was like, okay, whatever. Yes, girl, I had fun with him. He was the best boyfriend I ever had. So far. In spite of everything we've been through. I have to give him credit. Girl, yeah, pillow fighting, everything, girl. And he was driving most of the time, like how I had to drive most of the time. No, he was driving. I was like, hell yeah, here. Take the wheel. Where we going? Girl, we would go to the pool, shoot pool. We would go to bars, just me and him. Sit down and just enjoy ourselves. It was fun. It was just fun, you know. People used to be like, that's your little old man. I was like, leave him alone. But I'm about to get off here. Y'all been on here for an hour, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. But yeah. Mr. Right is coming. I see it. You deserve that. Girl, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have to first be open to accepting it and releasing the things that have already hurted me so I can be open to the new. I can be ready for the new, you know. But God bless y'all. Thank you for being my moderator, one and only. I appreciate you. I'm so happy to see you. All right, Stephen, where you go? Where you go? Where he go? Girl, he got out of there. He got out of Mars. He said, I was stopping by to say hi. That's it. Have a good day, hi, Stephen. Hey, little darky. How you doing? Okay. Managing moderator. The hell? I thought he was a standard moderator. All right, God bless y'all. Have a good day. Bye.